Life is about moments. If you fight, I fight. If I fight, we fight.
You be there and watch what I do when the bell rings.
Do you have that real look in your eye? That when you look at yourself in the mirror, you can ask yourself this question: did I give everything I got? Did I lay it all on the line? Or am I cheating myself?
What you say, Quaid?
All right. See ya!
Right at it, right at it. Oh! He's done it again!
So whatever you're gonna do, claim it. Leave your mark on this world.
My name is Pat Young. I started my college career at University of Maryland, Baltimore County and finished up at University of Maryland, College Park. I currently play for the Ohio Machine. The shaft is the Meso, and obviously when you look at it, it's got a really sleek look to it. Black on black is pretty smooth. Feel it, it's not too rigid, got a little bit of a grit to it. It's very durable, but it's pretty light. It's got a little bit of a flex to it, so it puts a little bit more on your shot. UA Meso Composite, balanced, battle tested. My name is Pat Young. I started my college career at University of Maryland, Baltimore County and finished up at University of Maryland, College Park. I currently play for the Ohio Machine. This is the Under Armour Banshee. It's the mid-level lacrosse cleat. What I like about it is it's got a low cleat feel, but with the protection of a mid to high cleat. I'm usually a guy who likes to protect my ankles, but I don't like to lose the mobility and feel like I'm wearing a heavy cleat. UA Banshee, untouchable, unstoppable.
I'm Eric Law. I went to the University of Denver and I played professional lacrosse for the Denver Outlaws. This is the UA Command 2.0. I really like the new design of the thinner scoop at the top to help with ground balls, and the same thing in the back with the flare to help with ground balls as well. The pocket, it forms just a nice, easy pocket right in the middle. I also love how light it is. We've been in the sun all day. It still doesn't get that soupy, bendy feeling. Also, what I really like the new addition of is the side rail pockets for the shooters, which doesn't go right in there, which I think is a brilliant design.
Good afternoon and welcome to the SLC tournament sponsored by the Harvest Small Business Finance. We've got a D2 semifinal matchup today between San Marcos and Northern Arizona University.
Should be a good matchup today. We got both teams coming off 10+ win seasons and only one loss. Both those losses were actually to other playoff teams as well, so should be a great matchup today.
Northern Arizona currently ranked 7th in the nation. San Marcos ranked 13th. I think we're in for a great game today. We'll take a quick break for the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, we invite everybody to...
My name is Pat Young. I started my college career at University of Maryland, Baltimore County and finished up at University of Maryland, College Park. I currently play for the Ohio Machine. The shaft is the Meso, and obviously when you look at it, it's got a really sleek look to it. Black on black is pretty smooth. Feel it, it's not too rigid, got a little bit of a grit to it. It's very durable, but it's pretty light. It's got a little bit of a flex to it, so it puts a little bit more on your shot. UA Meso Composite, balanced, battle tested.
This is the first of two SLC Division II.
This is Matt Parr, joined with Ryan Kelly, calling the game for you today.
As you face the teams,
Ryan, what do you think the keys to victory are?
Both these teams are extremely strong on offense, so possession is going to be key. Got to make sure the transition game is strong, settle down your offense, work your set plays, and, if they do have a fast break, getting back on defense, stopping the ball. What are your thoughts on that, Matt?
Yeah, agree with you on that one. We were talking earlier about they both got pretty strong face-off guys. Ian Holman from San Marcos is the first-team SLC face-off specialist, as well as a first-team midfielder. He's facing off, winning 83% of face-offs this year, going up against Sean Mastro from Northern Arizona, who's also first-team midfielder, who's facing off at 77% this year. I think realizing it's a game of runs, being patient if you get down.
Absolutely. We're bringing it to midfield right now and just doing the introductions, setting the ground rules before we break.
I know NAU splits goalie time. Looks like we've got Liam Burrell starting out there today for him. Here we go, getting ready for the first face-off between Holman and Mastro.
Looks like it's off Northern Arizona, going San Marcos ball.
So Ryan, you've played both teams this year. Who do you think a player to watch is on San Marcos' offense?
I'd have to go with number 1, Alex Cunningham, Offensive Player of the Year in the SLC. He leads the MCLA in terms of total points, so he's got the ball right now. He's definitely going to be a focal point of this offense. You know, for NAU, key is shutting him off and worrying about the other 5 guys, but he's the definite priority that you need to count for at all times.
Cunningham's got 46 goals on the year with 60 assists for 106 points. San Marcos moving the ball around, getting everyone a touch.
Loose ball in the crease. Northern Arizona comes up with it. Now let's see if they're able to clear it effectively. Man releasing from the box. Quick turnover right NAU with San Marcos bringing the ball down. Let's see if they settle it down and get an offensive set here going.
So here we go, Cunningham, player to watch. Dodgers from behind, gets a shot off, hits the goalie in the leg. San Marcos able to retain possession.
Looks like San Marcos is working the 2-man game behind. Now they're going to let Mitty dodge, or Alex Cunningham dodge, excuse me.
Cunningham got a feed off to the over there. Couldn't maintain possession.
Turnover at midfield by NAU. San Marcos attempting to clear.
San Marcos touches it in the box.
So Matt, a few minutes in, it looks like San Marcos had the ball on offense for the majority of the time. What are NAU's keys here to get the ball back?
Well, first off, I think I'd probably slide to Cunningham a little early.
And again, that's Alexander Cunningham, the Offensive Player of the Year, first team attack in the SLC. Dodging from X, quick shot, pins at top corner.
So last face-off, ball went out of bounds. San Marcos got possession. Holman wins it out in front. Picks the ground ball up himself.
Great save by the goalie, uncontested shot. NAU is working on the clear now. It's key for them to get a touch and settle it down.
This will really be their first possession in the first 4 minutes of the game here. If I'm NAU, I'm trying to move the ball around, get everyone a touch.
Great takeaway check.
Who was that? That was Kai Silva there. Oops, sorry, that was Cody Gilligan.
And right there we see Alex Cunningham's versatility, drives, sees the slide coming, able to drop it off for a quick goal.
That was Tanner Halpert on the goal there. Nice cut. Good feed.
Senior midi from El Dorado, California. So watching the replay here, Cunningham's just going to dodge up from the side. Midi on the backside cuts, drops it in.
And he's got to make sure they get that 2 slide in. Nice and tight on the crease. That'll be NEU's first face-off win of the game. NEU's in an open set right now, just looking to move the ball around. Probably trying to get everyone a touch. Continuing to move the ball around.
Good save by the goalie.
Nice sneak from Cody Essieri there. San Marcos will look to clear the ball here.
They're doing a good job of taking their time. You know, you've got 30 seconds. The midi had the ball, surrounded by 3 guys. Just drop it back, find the open man. You know, now get a touch and slow it down.
San Marcos is in a 1-3-2 here with Cunningham behind.
We haven't seen many set plays from them yet, just a couple dodges from Cunningham as a turnover happens for San Marcos.
Jeremy Traub can't catch the ball there.
He's doing a good job hustling and riding. Northern Arizona had a man in the box there, which is why they were not offsides on that transition.
NAU in an open set again. So Ryan, who do you think a player to watch is on NAU's offense here?
I would have to go with probably number 3, Adam Zimmerman. He's first team attack. He is very well balanced with 30-plus goals and assists on the season. So definitely, you know, similar to Alex Cunningham for San Marcos, you got to send the slide to him early and recover on the backside.
It's a nice check by Brandon Ballins right there.
Still fighting for the ground ball in the corner. Let's see who comes up with it.
There we go, that's Zimmerman with the ground ball. Dodging from behind. Moving the ball up to Mastro. Can't handle the pass. Ty Silva with a shot there.
A little sloppy on the entry pass, but NAU able to pick it up. Good feed. Just can't handle it.
Cody Essieri there. Can't put the ball in. Great check by Ty Silva to knock the ball out. NAU retains possession here. We've got an early timeout from NAU.
We're going to step away for a moment.
I'm Greg Gorenlian, known as Greg Beast. I played for the New York Lizards. I just retired from the MLL, and I face off for Team USA. An elite level face-off man looks for a couple different things. The first thing is the pinch points of the head, the flex points, how it wraps around the ball. The second thing you look for is the scoop. Is it rigid enough and can it help you get an extra couple ground balls? The third thing is you want durability. You don't want to have to go buy a new head every few games, so this head basically encompasses all three of those. The Face-Off Academy put Command X's heads and their prototypes through the grinder. They lasted throughout the entire grind. They flexed exactly how we wanted them to. So not only were they pliable, not only were they durable, but they were also used in a lot of different facets. So it came out with a pretty good rating. The UA Command X. Dive under, take over.
Coming out of the timeout, we're back at the SLC D2 semifinal tournament game sponsored by Harvest Small Business Finance. San Marcos leads 2-0 with about 6 minutes left in the first quarter here. Looks like NAU is running a 2-1-3 here with three middies up top across the middle. Wing dodge, gets the middle, rolls back, gets the ball to Sean Mastro.
Got to send that slide. There it goes.
Good play by Zimmerman to get the ball out there and value the possession.
Northern Arizona's doing a good job of slowing it down, looking for the good pass and not forcing anything. Good shot, saved by the goalie.
Good shot by Max Ouellette there.
Come up by San Marcos on a clear opportunity.
San Marcos gets the ball to Cunningham, carries behind. Nice little S dodge by Cunningham there for a second goal of the game. 4:48 left in the first quarter. San Marcos leads 3-0.
And we're going to take a replay there. And key to note with Northern Arizona, you got two poles bringing the ball over. Those middies have to then drop and get in the hole as extra defense. No one's there to stop Cunningham on his dodge. You got to get in the hole, stop the body. That's the first priority on a clear. Stop the ball, then settle and get numbers. Great dodge by Cunningham.
Exactly. Got to work from the inside out there. And NAU throws a pull up on the face-off. See if they can tie up Holman. San Marcos wins the face-off, gains possession.
Feed wasn't handled on the crease. NAU now with the ball.
21 from San Marcos does a great job there of getting in on defense, slowing down a fast break.
NAU still running their substitutions. Looks like they have their personnel on the field now. But again, I think, with the first 4 minutes, not having a set offense. Ooh, good move. They're going to content for a good shot right there. Find the open man. Cross crease.
It's a great dodge and look by Sean Mastro there. He's one of the top offensive players for NAU. He's a first-team midfielder in the SLC with 32 goals and 21 assists on the year for 53 points.
And now we're going to take a look at the replay on number 10, Sean Mastro, dodging up the side and finding the wide open, was it Lars Peterson on there? To make the score 3-1 in favor of San Marcos.
We're back with a pull on the face-off for NAU here. So if you notice, NAU has a pull on the face-off, another pull on the wing, so they've got a short stick down guarding an attackman. Holman wins the face-off to himself, picks up the ground ball.
They have a break if they want it. Good shot, good backup. Forwards San Marcos take their time, get their offensive personnel on the field.
Can't handle the pass. NAU with the ground ball. Got a slow break coming down here. They get the ball to Zimmerman. Nice save by San Marcos there.
Man on. Oof, tough hit.
It's a good ground ball by Ben Wilkins there. He's actually went to high school here at La Costa Canyon. He's played a few games on this field.
San Marcos is doing a great job getting to those ground balls and fighting for them. Those extra possessions are really going to come into play down the line.
Can't connect on the pass there.
A little miscommunication. Player put his head down as the pass was thrown, just went right by him. Northern Arizona doing a good job taking their time.
Nice and patient on the clear here. We've got Sean Mastro coming out of the box
great
in a
pass.
transition opportunity. Gets to his left hand, gets a shot off. I think that hit the pipe and went
Just outside. Both these teams on their rides are dropping their attack back to the midfield, congesting that line, making it difficult. Ooh!
Dodge from Zimmerman there, coming up the hash. He's able to get to the middle of the field. Let's go to the replay here.
Takes the ball from X, no slide comes. Got to stop the body there, force a pass. Looks like a majority of these goals have been ISOs as opposed to set offenses. What do you think you do here, Matt?
I think you just got to run your slide package. I think Wilkins was in the spot to slide, just didn't get there in time.
And Holman with another face-off win.
Holman has won 5 of the 6 face-offs so far this game. It's proven to be a difference maker.
And with the score of 3-2, we're coming down to 40 seconds. So let's see, San Marcos wants to hold it, isolate for the last shot.
Cunningham finds Tanner Halpert there, cutting on the crease. That is Halpert's second goal of the game.
As Matt alluded to earlier, Cunningham's feeding ability, all the defenders are looking at him, even when he has the ball 10 yards away. It allows for that cut coming in uncontested.
If I'm NAU, I'm telling my defense, if you're not on ball or adjacent, you're helping out in the crease, and you're staying below that crease man. That's just a great catch. Tiptoe in the crease, great finish. NAU's back to Mastro taking the face off. He's able to win it, get the ball to himself. They run the fast break, and that is Cody Essary on the goal there.
Mastro with a great fake to the attackman up top at the box. Draws the defense out of position, and then throws a skip pass down to the bottom corner diagonal. The one-on-one with the goalie. Here comes the replay.
Textbook fast break.
Now 14 seconds left on the clock. Now Holman pulls it out in front with a fast break opportunity. Splits the defense. Finishes. We have Mastro with a great individual effort right there, followed up by Holman with a great individual effort right there.
So that's 2 goals in the span of about 16 seconds there.
Again, it's all about stopping the ball in these fast break opportunities.
We'll see NAU sending a pullback out on the face, hoping they can tie it up.
And if you look to the close side of the field, once we get there, you can see both poles in a defensive stance. And that concludes the first quarter with 5-3 with San Marcos on top of NAU. We're going to step away for a moment from a word from our sponsors.
Life is about moments. If you fight, I fight. If I fight, we fight. You be there and watch what I do when the bell rings. Do you have that real look in your eye that when you look at yourself in the mirror, you can ask yourself this question: did I give everything I got? Did I lay it all on the line? Or am I cheating myself?
What you say, Quaid? See ya! Right at it. Oh! He's done it again!
So whatever you're gonna do, claim it. Leave your mark on this world. Life is about moments.
All right, we're back. Getting ready for the second quarter, the D2 semifinal between Northern Arizona and San Marcos. It's the SLC tournament sponsored by Harvest Small Business Finance. So, Ryan, what are your impressions after that first quarter?
It looks like a lot of isolation goals. I think, you got to go back, take your defense aside, say, we got to play in our sets, we got to send our slides, we got to stop the ball, and everything else will fall into place. From an offensive perspective, things have been working out pretty well. They haven't necessarily need to run their sets. So, keep working on the ISOs. If those continue to work, great, keep forcing them. If not, then settle back into your offensive sets and try to score that way.
Back on the face-off. NAU sends out Mastro, who's able to win it to himself. Get a push called there after the shot. NAU retains possession. NAU gets their subs in.
For anyone just joining us, we have NAU in white and San Marcos in light blue.
Looks like we'll get a dodge here from NAU. Coming down the alley. San Marcos sends the slide. Get the roll back and the look.
Good recovery by the San Marcos defense.
This is Ty Silva with the ball. Moves it up to Mastro. Moves it over to Jacob Belshon. Belshon gets a shot off. Good save by San Marcos.
There's Brian Bertotti with a nice kick save right there. As Northern Arizona loses it out of bounds, San Marcos attempts a clear.
It's a good play by Ben Wilkins, coming out hard there, pushing the guy out of bounds.
Holman loses his footing. NAU is able to recover the ground ball.
Got Zimmerman behind. Got Mastro dodging down the left, rolling back to his right. Good save by San Marcos. Mastro a little slow to get up there.
Good clear so far. Again, with these rides, you know, they're really stacking these attackmen and middies up at the midfield, not giving a lot of room to kind of negotiate here. So good job finding the open man, settling it down, and getting your offensive package on the field.
We've got Jeremy Trabb with the ball here, moving it up. This is Tak Anui moving the ball. He's a second team defensive midfielder for San Marcos.
Flag is down. San Marcos will retain possession unless the ball goes out of bounds or NAU gathers possession.
Got Cunningham behind.
Got to send a slide.
That was Brent Marchand there trying to take away Cunningham's right. Like you said, got to send a slide. That is Cunningham's third of the game. Let's take a look at the replay.
We have a lost ball.
Goal is good. White form. Slash. 1 minute. Goal is good. Face off.
You are on page 225. You're looking at the concession stand. You look, he's happy to concession stand right here. That's your punch. Looks like there's a lady on that. Come on up. Just jump in.
It looks like the penalty is waived there as I don't see anyone on a knee out there.
Looks like they're trying to figure out if the penalty is on or not. It was a slash, but Cunningham scored, so the ref's trying to work it out. Now it looks like they have assessed the penalty to number 4, Gannon Kupfer.
So we've got a man down face here. NAU sets up with the pull on the wing to stop the fast break, and ball comes right to him. still on the ground. Able to kick it out. Zimmerman picks up the ball.
NAU is still a man down, so it's important here to keep possession, work the ball around, don't get trapped in a double.
See if San Marcos sends the double. So I think there's two things you can do when you're man up and playing defense. You can either send the double or leave your extra guy in the crease and let them kill the time. Looks like San Marcos opts for the latter there.
As we're now all even. Great dodge from X. Feed inside the Mastro. Couldn't hold on to it with some nice checks from San Marcos. Ooh. But Arizona gets the garbage goal. Getting the ground ball in the crease. Quick release.
Zimmerman comes up with the ground ball and is able to fire one past San Marcos there. Let's take a look at the replay.
Especially if the ball goes down in the crease, you got to make sure you get a control of that because situations like this can happen.
So we get a great job from Cody Essery there, feeding the ball to Mastro. Ball's on the ground right in front of the cage. Zimmerman's able to pick it up and finish. So we're 6-4 with 10:19 left in the second quarter. They've got to pull out on the face-off for Northern Arizona again. Trying to do anything they can to slow down Holman here.
Great fast break led by Holman. Again, you need to stop the ball there. Holman was able to move the ball in textbook round in a fast break. Moved to Cunningham, made a couple dodges on the crease, able to drop it in.
Cunningham catches the ball behind Gioli on that one. Let's take a look at the replay here.
No one stops ball. Holman makes a great pass, who then drops down to Cunningham.
Cunningham is just able to run through the middle of the defense there. That is Cunningham's fourth goal of the game.
And we have a timeout, so we're going to step away for a moment from a word from our sponsors.
Hot dogs, deli sandwiches today. Come on up and quench your thirst.
I'm Eric Law. I went to the University of Denver and I played professional lacrosse for the Denver Outlaws. This is the UA Command 2.0. I really like the new design of the thinner scoop at the top to help with ground balls and the same thing in the back with the flare to help with ground balls as well. The pocket, it forms just a nice, easy pocket right in the middle. I also love how light it is. We've been in the sun all day. It still doesn't get that soupy, bendy feeling. Also, what I really like the new addition of is the side rail pockets for the shooters, which doesn't go right in there, which I think is a brilliant design.
We're coming back to the first of two semifinal games today in the SLC tournament, sponsored by Harvest Small Business Finance. With about 10:05 left in the second quarter. San Marcos leads Northern Arizona 7-4. So the difference so far in this game has been at the face-off stripe. Holman wins another one to himself. That is already his 9th face-off win of the day. So we've got an invert here with a short stick defending behind. San Marcos is looking to get back into their offense here. Moving the ball across the top, getting another dodge, getting to the middle.
Almost ran into a double team. Now feeding up top to 21, Jonathan Donato.
Rolls back, loses his footing, able to hold on to the ball there. And we've got a flag on the far side of the field.
And we'll be taking it down to the field to get our explanation from the ref.
White, 2-2, push, 30 seconds. White, 2-2, push, 30.
So it looks like it's a penalty on Mitchell Peterson for 30 seconds for a push from behind. So we'll see how NAU's defense can hold up on man down.
Looks like San Marcos is starting in a 3-3 here with everyone above goal line extended.
Cunningham will most likely be a focal point of this man up. We'll see what they do with him in the crease right now.
Starting on the crease, he's moving behind. I think we're going to see a wheel coming out here. We're back into the 3-3. Move the ball down to Cunningham. Miscommunication by the defense there. Cunningham gets a shot off.
Now we have Holman taking it up from X. Let's see what set they get into now. Oh.
The penalty is released, so we are all even now. Ooh. Holman with a nice roll there. Able to get a shot off.
We've got Austin Jakin bringing it in from X. Moves it up top.
Ball over to Holman. Looks like they're setting Holman up for a dodge here.
It's a nice play with a dodge up top and a pick on the crease to then bring a guy to the outside, trying to confuse the defense.
We've got Jeremy Traub carrying the ball up. Moves it up to Holman. San Marcos being patient with the ball here. Holman gets the dodge, get the ball down to Cunningham. Cunningham dodges to his left down the alley, switches to his right. He's able to feed it to Jeremy Traub in the middle. Traub is down. We've got a flag on the play. That is Brent Marchand going off the field for Northern Arizona here.
White, 1-7, unnecessary roughness, 1 minute. That is releasing. White, 1-7, unnecessary, 1 minute.
So San Marcos will be up for a minute here. They're back into a 3-3.
Looked like it was a high hit from
Brent
Marchand.
Marchand.
Yes. So serving a minute, man down.
A 3-3, moving the ball around. Touching the corners, if you will. We've got Cunningham coming behind. That was a pass, but there was a push on the crease, which gives the ball back to San Marcos. An interesting set here with 4 guys down low, 2 up top, 2 on the crease. Holman takes a shot from 15 yards. No backup by San Marcos. See if NAU can clear the ball here. I think the penalty is about to release. Can't handle the pass, but Zimmerman's able to come up the ground ball there. Touches it in the box.
Now we're all even again. Let's see if NAU slows it down, gets an offensive set here.
It's been a while since NAU has had the ball on offense. Get Mastro dodging, no slide. Fortunately hits the goalie with the shot. That is Bertoli's 6th save of the game. I think we've got a hold on NAU here that will give the ball to San Marcos.
Brandon Bowens, great job getting that rebound, taking it upfield. Gets pushed from behind with, and looks like San Marcos will retain possession. Try to clear it here.
Music for Holman. A little miscommunication by NAU's defense here. Kind of push the ball in transition, end up with a NAU defenseman knocking the cage off. Call a quick time to adjust the cage.
It's a great hustle from NAU, really selling out on that defense. With San Marcos pushing the ball, you know, giving everything they can to get back on defense and try to stop the ball there.
Like we talked about earlier, you got to work from the inside out. Make sure you get to the middle before.
Exactly, and then you settle down your 6-on-6. You know, play your defense as opposed to a transition game.
We've got Ian Holman bringing the ball behind here. Gets a pick. Ooh, with a nice inside roll. Can't hold on to the ball. That is Mitchell Peterson picking it up, moving it upfield to Troy Spinelli there.
Or Ward on number 13, Keen McMaster. And those are just killer for NAU. You've been playing defense a lot over the past 10 minutes of this game. Last 2 possessions, you brought it down. Quick shot or a quick turnover, then you're back on defense.
Can make it tough for your offense to get in a rhythm when they're not able to touch the ball.
Mm-hmm. Big thing with that is, you just get so excited finally get the ball on offense, then you just push it hard. You get right back on defense, and your defense is gassed already. Looks like this will be a pass, and we have a man down.
Cunningham still down on the field. We'll take an official's timeout here. And take a look at Cunningham. If Cunningham's not able to return, it would be a big loss for San Marcos. He has 4 of their 7 goals and has helped on a few others. At this point, he's kind of been their offense.
Mm-hmm.
If he's out for any amount of time, Ian Holman will need to.
And during this injury timeout, we're going to step away for a moment, take a word from our sponsors.
I'm Greg Gorenlian, known as Greg Beast. I played for the New York Lizards. I just retired from the MLL, and I face off for Team USA. An elite level face-off man looks for a couple different things. First thing is the pinch points of the head, the flex points, how it wraps around the ball. The second thing you look for is the scoop. Is it rigid enough and can it help you get an extra couple ground balls? The third thing is you want durability. You don't want to have to go buy a new head every few games, so this head basically encompasses all 3 of those. The Face-Off Academy put Command X's heads and their prototypes through the grinder. They lasted throughout the entire grind. They flexed exactly how we wanted them to. So not only were they pliable, not only were they durable, but they were also use it in a lot of different facets. So it came out with a pretty good rating. The UA Command X. Dive under, take over.
All right, we're back. Cunningham is off on the sideline, getting looked at by the trainer. NAU is looking to clear the ball here.
Good news there is Cunningham was able to walk off on his own power, so hopefully he's able to return to the game shortly.
Looks like they're taking a look at his right shoulder over there. NAU gets the ball to Zimmerman, who's able to touch it in the box. Looks to feed. I think that ball was tipped. Doesn't matter. San Marcos is able to pick up the ball while they're subbing. We've got a fast break here. See if they're able to take advantage of it and throw the ball away.
You know, what we'd really like to see from NAU right here is a successful clear, then slow the ball down. You know, you guys have been on defense this whole time. You know, guys on offense, settle it down, get everyone a touch, get a good offensive shot.
If I'm NAU, I'm looking to move the ball around a couple times, get everyone a touch before getting back into our offense. We get an offsides called on NAU here. I'm not sure that's the right call. The officials will bring it together to talk it over.
So the refs are deliberating at midfield. Looks like we're coming to a conclusion right now.
It's a legal procedure. Too many men on the field. Blue ball. Just a clarification. Legal procedure. Too many men on the field.
Hey, we're good. All right, you heard it. Too many men on the field. Ball's going back to San Marcos. Some of these small mental errors that are hurting NAU right now. Holman will start with the ball. So it'll be interesting to see what San Marcos does on offense here with Cunningham out.
Looks like John Donato dodging from X, takes a shot, and looks like Holman will get the back up there.
We've got Ian Holman dodging from behind, coming back to his left.
You know, they sent the slide. It's been a lot of ISOs not stopping the ball on those ISOs. So finally send a slide, you know, have them roll back and reset your defense. Let's see if they're able to do the same thing here. Send the slide early.
This is Donato dodging again. I think that was Donato to Jones on that one. Good cut by Jones. I believe Jones leads the league in goals by a midfielder. That's another one for him there.
So we'll take a look at the replay. Looks like a dodge. The slide comes, but nobody gets the two slides. So Middy's wide open on the backside. That's why Paramount is key on defense. You call out the one slide, then the two slides got to be there, picking up the backside.
Good recognition by Jones there, seeing that his guy is cutting, or his guy is sliding, so he followed his man, and the two slide just isn't there. Ball scrum here. We're going to get a push called on Northern Arizona, and the ball will go to San Marcos. Holman touches it up. We get a timeout called there by San Marcos.
And during the timeout break, we'll step a moment from a word from our sponsors.
We're coming back with 1:57 left in the first half here. San Marcos leads Northern Arizona 8-4. San Marcos called the timeout, and they will be starting with the ball on their offensive side of the field.
Beautiful day today, about 75 degrees. We got some pretty deep benches here, so no real threat of fatigue, but we'll see how the second half plays out after these last 2 minutes in the first.
Looks like Cunningham is back out there for San Marcos. He'll start behind the cage.
As San Marcos, what are you trying to do here in these last 2 minutes?
I'm just continuing to do what I'm doing. You know, what they're doing is working for them. Getting dodges, taking advantage of either no slide or no two slide. Get Cunningham with the ball, carries up to his right, moves the ball up to Jones, moves it over to Holman, moves it back to Jones, coming down the left side, moves it to Trout.
You know, being up 8-4, I don't think San Marcos is in any rush, you know, with 2 minutes left to take a shot. They're going to look for their look. Right there it was, just couldn't handle it on the crease.
It's a nice look to Halpert. Couldn't handle the ball. That was a close one there. Almost bounced in. If I'm Northern Arizona here, I'm trying to possess the ball. You know, we've got a minute left.
Oh, great look, just couldn't connect on the crease. Guy was wide open. Again, fast break, you got to stop the ball.
We've got Holman pushing the ball, dodging him to his left, getting back to the middle. Yeah, it's almost demoralizing for Northern Arizona there. Been playing a lot of defense, finally get the opportunity to play a little bit of offense. And
it was a good look on the crease, just couldn't reel it in.
And San Marcos will hold the ball here. About 20 seconds left.
No surprise, Cunningham with it. The flag is down.
Yeah, they sent the slide a little late with the two slides, so they're able to get a feed off to the crease. I think NAU is starting to get a little frustrated that it was a little late there.
White, 2-2, unnecessary 1 minute. That is releasable. White, 2-2, unnecessary 1.
And that is Mitchell Peterson with the penalty there.
And I'm assuming San Marcos is probably just going to hold this ball for the next 12 seconds unless they get a good look.
So possession matters here. Whoever has the ball when the quarter's over will retain possession going into the second half.
In a man-up, man-down situation. Yeah. And that concludes the first half. You know, with the score ending 8-4 in San Marcos' favor. You know, Matt, at the half, what do you think the adjustments are going to be for NAU on this end?
If I'm NAU, you know, if I'm Coach Conrad, I'm talking about when we get the ball down on offense, valuing the ball, valuing possession, and playing a lot of defense. And might even think about coming into an open set just to get everyone a touch. It's been a while since some of these guys have touched the ball. And then defensively, I'm talking about making sure that we get we send the slide early and we get the two slide in. So telling them, if you're not on ball or adjacent, I want you helping in on the crease. And, the two slide, just because you got to stick on the guy in the crease doesn't mean that you're all the way in. You got to be ball side of that man. So when you send the slide, you're covering the crease.
Mm-hmm. Completely agree with you. It looks like they're ISOing a lot and then just hitting that guy cutting in. We got to have a guy in on the backside. You got to be communicating. 6 men on defense. Everybody's got to be talking, letting everybody know who's going where. And San Marcos has been doing great on their ISOs. Haven't played a ton of defense, but what would your recommendation be for San Marcos going into the second half?
San Marcos, I would continue to run the offense through Cunningham, and we can see why he's the SLC Offensive Player of the Year and has over 106 points on the year. continuing to run the offense through him, possess the ball. They're doing a great job of winning. They've won 10 out of the 14 face-offs. They've had a lot of extra possessions because of Holman's ability there.
Absolutely. And on that note, we're going to take it away for second half, but we will see you in 8 minutes and 45 seconds.
As long as I can remember, lacrosse was probably the most important thing in my life.
To have something like that follow me along all the way through my college and have it associated with my friends and my family and everything that I've done is what it kind of means to me.
I've seen it create opportunity for a ton of different guys, and the opportunities it's created for me to see success and to learn.
It really teaches you hard work, dedication. It's something that I want to keep with me.
All right, guys, let's have a good time today. Possession!
When my priorities started to change and lacrosse couldn't be as big a part of my life as it had been, I found that officiating was a way for me to stay involved with the game, but it provided a lot of flexibility, me setting my own schedule, but I could still be around the game.
It's another step and it's another segue to still staying involved and also having that balance, because it's hard having that work-life balance. And where officiating, I can do that on the weekend, I can do that after my work, and it's still giving me that, I guess, camaraderie as well. That's certainly what I miss.
I literally thought I was just going to be officiating for 1 year. That was my goal. Referee for 1 year and then get into coaching and stay involved in the game that way. The second I put on the stripes, fell in love with it. Absolutely loved every aspect of it. The demands, the challenges, trying to be the best out there every single game.
Officiating is something that has been a great outlet for me. Post-college and during college, I was able to make a little money on the side while getting to stay involved in the game in a different aspect than playing. And I think for girls our age or boys coming out of college, this is a perfect outlet to stay involved.
Officiating definitely translates to all aspects of my life. I've met great guys that I'm able to kind of emulate, and you gain a lot of information from those guys. And also the in-game stuff, problem solving, being confident, communicating through a kind of stressful time are all things that you can translate to your daily life.
Being able to say, okay, well, I can take the opportunities and the lessons that I've learned on the lacrosse field, and I'm not scared of anything, and I'm not afraid to voice my own opinions, and really kind of stand up for myself in a way that's non-confrontational but still very authoritative, I think is a huge advantage as an official.
I think officiating has taught me that there's things that are bigger than yourself. And the best part about officiating, when you feel like you've done a good job and other people have said you've done a good job, is you only get involved when you have to. You're there to officiate the game, you're there to enforce the rules, interpret the rules, and the less visible you are, the better.
Even if we're not instructing the players, what we do and say out on the field is helping those players to develop and become better.
You really get to keep that connection with the sport. You get to make connections with the players, with the coaches, and with the fans. It makes it a lot of fun being able to be in the game and still be a part of the game by being an official.
Thanks, buddy. Good job.
Being like one of these first few younger officials, I think that we can definitely start a trend, and I think if there's anything I can say or maybe just one little thing that can help more people get involved, I feel like I can definitely make an impact that way.
You feel the intensity of the game, you're a part of the game, and that gives you a chance to still, even though you're not playing, be a part of something special. I think, when you go through this and you start getting bigger playoff games and you're starting to do things, you're part of something.
So one of my favorite officiating moments was after a game and a parent approached us and just congratulated us on doing a great job and that they really appreciate our time. So that's always a positive thing when, regardless of win or lose, you have parents that can say, whether my child won or lost, we feel like you refereed a fair game.
Big games
the roar of the crowd, the anticipation, getting ready in the locker room, getting my things together at home, kind of thinking about what's going on. The feeling, there's a feeling there that I really enjoyed as a player, knowing a big game was coming. And officiating has done that for me again.
I think our players have such a love and passion for the game, and so once they graduate, for them to be able to move on and give back as an official, help to grow the game, help to influence young people, I think that's a wonderful thing for them to do as they go into their adult life.
As our sport grows, there is a lack of officials out there, and it just gives players at all levels more of an opportunity to play, and to play in an environment that is officiated by players that have played the game allows for those young players to play at their best.
The speed of our game has increased tremendously, and so I think it's really important that our officials hold themselves to that same level. And having younger officials come into the game, people who have played at that fast pace and can make decisions at that fast pace and be physically fit, will help our game continue to grow and continue to rise up.
The benefits really are just a deeper understanding of the sport, a whole nother side of it. For the most part, our student athletes are very smart individuals, and I think we all have a passion for learning, so you get to learn something completely different and new.
Officiating is your way to stay involved. It is incredible experience. You're running up the field with the girls. You feel like you are still a player. You get to meet an incredible community of other officials who have a good time, are there for the same reason you are, and you feel like you're on a team again.
You got to get into this. This is a great way to get out, get active, to give back to the sport that's given so much to you. You get to make great money, you get to meet really nice people, and have a good time.
It's definitely a cool unit to be a part of, and it's something that you can do for the rest of your life.
Welcome back for the second half of the D2 semifinal between Northern Arizona and San Marcos. Just want to take a moment to thank our production partner, TVX Sports Video. TVX Sports is on Patreon. For those who don't know, Patreon is a marketing platform that makes it easier for creators, just like TVX Sports, to get paid. Making a donation is simple, and when you do, you're making it possible for us to continue producing live sports. TVX Sports has quite the history covering local sports here in Southern California. They specialize in sports video for team training, college recruitment, and live streaming games, just like this one. They take pride in their ability to bring you live local sports, and the TVX Sports team wants to say thanks for tuning in. It really means a lot. Feel free to hit the subscribe button and follow TVX Sports on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
Again, the entire weekend is presented by Harvest Small Business Finance.
So Ryan, like we talked before the game, for San Marcos, Alexander Cunningham is the guy to watch. He's got 4 goals and a couple of assists so far.
And with San Marcos starting the second half with the ball on man up, we'll see if they try to isolate Cunningham in some sort of set and get him a shot on goal.
Looks like we're starting with about 3 guys on the crease for San Marcos here. I'm sure they'll They'll move off as they move the ball around a little bit. So we're in a, looks like a modified 2-2 set here. Still got 2 guys on the crease. We're in a 1-4. I think they're going to look to run a wheel here. They've moved the ball up to Schenken, moves it over to Holman, moves it over to Traub. Traub just sneaks it right through barrel there.
Great ball movement by San Marcos, swinging it up top, getting the defense really moving. Didn't have anything when they worked with Cunningham. Rotated it back up top across 3 or 4 more passes to the open man. You know, the ball is moving faster than the defense at that point.
I thought Burrell had that one there. He stuck his legs together. I think it kind of hit him in the knee and circled through.
Yep, just squeezed by. So now it's 9-4 San Marcos with our first face-off of the second half. Mastro
wins it out to himself, moves it. Can we get a fast break goal here? Nice ground ball by Jones there.
We got Brandon Bowens getting a stick in the passing lane to stop that and allowing Jones to take it for an easy clear.
Cunningham with the ball at X. Moves it up to Jenkins. San Marcos is being pretty patient with the ball here.
Looks like Jones might be setting up for some sort of ISO up top.
NA's defense pays too much attention to Jones. Got Mastro with the ball.
Zimmerman pulls it behind. You know, it's crucial here for NAU to slow it down, get a good look. You know, they haven't been on offense too much over the last quarter. Let's see if they can get into one of their sets and execute a solid shot.
I'm looking to get everyone a touch before running the offense. NAU's been playing a lot of defense. Get guys comfortable with the ball. We've got Mastro carrying behind, inverting. Beats his guy top side. Gets a good look to Lars Peterson there. Gets a shot off, and that's a shot that went stick side high. Good save by Bertoli.
San Marcos has numbers. Let's see. Number 10, Ben Wilkins pushing it. Wisely slows it down.
Moves it down to Traub.
Got some fresh legs coming in from the box. Work it around to Traub.
It looks like attackman Cody Esser is stuck on defense for Northern Arizona here, so he's just shutting off Jenkins.
So we're in a little 5-on-5. Cunningham dodges. We got 2 men on him. He retreats back and settle on man. Good job by that defense.
NAU's doing a better job of sending the slide.
Shot by Donato wide. We got backup from Traub, who's taking the ball in from the sideline. And we still have Essery locking off on the attackman, Jenkins. Looks like they might move it behind and play a two-man game, forcing SRE to get in on the play on defense.
If I'm San Marcos, I'm sending Jenkins to set a pick there. It's a good look by Cunningham. Great save by Darrell there for his, that might be his second save of the game.
Great play by 18 Halpert to get his hands on that pass. A little low to get a shot, but again, great save by the keeper for NAU.
I think they've got about 10 seconds to get it in before we get a game here. Ooh, I think we're going to see a flag on that one.
And we'll give it to the refs on the sideline for the official call.
White, 7, pushing, 30 seconds.
That is Ty Silva with the push there.
And that just seems like a frustration penalty. You know, you just continually running back and forth, hustling to get on defense. Once you get on ball on the offense, you know, you might get a quick shot, but you're constantly playing defense. Frustrations boil over, and you take that push from behind unnecessarily.
Just one of those mental mistakes that really hurts the team. I think we can both understand where he's coming from. But we've got Cunningham playing behind here. Moves it to Jenkins, moves it up to Jones.
Penalties released.
The shot.
Good save.
Great save by Burrell there. So if I'm NAU, I'm looking to slow the ball down a little bit. You know, obviously push it in transition. If it's not there, pull it out. Possess the ball. It's really their second possession this half.
Zimmerman pushing up, takes a shot. Good backup
by SRE there. SRE's got 2 on him. So Lars Peterson couldn't handle the ball. Ball's on the ground, and I think that was Mastro picking it up and finishing there.
Again, one of those balls loose in the crease. If you're able to grab that and do a quick finish, you know, power at that point doesn't matter. Just quick accuracy.
And let's check out the replay here. Good awareness by Mastro there to realize no one's on him. Within a couple yards of the cage for opportunity to get a shot off.
Another battle at the face-off. You got to stop the ball in the transition. Penalty.
Yeah, Holman does a great job of getting in the middle there, running down, getting the shot off. Can't tell if that was a save or off the pipe. Either way, it doesn't go in.
White, 1-7/1 minute. White, 1-7/.
Release the ball.
And that is a penalty on Brett Marchand. So NAU will play man down for a minute.
I feel like NAU's been playing a lot of man down defense here. Obviously easier for San Marcos to score with the man advantage, and really gives an opportunity to possess the ball.
Got a wheel behind.
I think.
Cunningham finds Jones alone on the crease.
And that is Jones's second of the day.
I lost Jones in that play as well, so let's see what happened in this replay to get him so wide open. Jones just on the backside of the crease right there. They'll sneak in. 2 guys think each one has them, and nobody has them.
It's just a miscommunication by the defense there. Like we talked about earlier, you got to make sure that you work from the inside out.
And I think what helps San Marcos on that is running several different looks in terms of a 3-3, open set. They're just constantly rotating the looks, so the defense needs to adjust. And occasionally there's going to be that breakdown. If you can exploit that, it's an easy goal on the doorstep. And Holman with yet another ground ball off the face. Oh, guy cutting down.
Shot by Donato there. I think we're seeing a couple different faces out there for San Marcos right now. Trav mishandles the pass, but is able to pick up the ground ball. They get the ball back to Cunningham. Cunningham sees a cutting Traub, not able to handle the pass. We've got an over and back here, and it's going to be Northern Arizona's ball.
And for anyone new to lacrosse, an over and back is when the offensive side of the field has the ball and they pass it. If the ball touches on the opposite side of the 50, it is then a turnover. So it's important when the attackmen are on the other side, they lift the defenseman's stick so they can't just pin it at the 48-yard line and held the ball on their side. So good job by Northern Arizona getting the ball on offense.
Mastro dodging down the right wing here. Moves the ball to Zimmerman. We got Esseri coming to set a pick. Zimmerman sees a cutting Mastro, or Lars Peterson. Can't handle the pass. We've got San Marcos pushing the ball in transition here.
NAU needs to come up with this.
NAU comes up with the ball. Zimmerman's got it on the side. Moves it up.
Good job. Now it's all about settling down. You're down 10-5. You got to work for a good shot here. Get your defense a breather. NAU's been having good looks. They just can't. They're just missing the pass. Just right off their sticks, right on the crease. They're just not executing at the final step. But they are getting good looks.
What a shot by Peterson there.
Great isolation. Very hard as a defender on a quick turn, quick release like that. And here comes the replay.
See, he's got a midfielder guarding him behind. Great bounce shot for a second goal of the game for Peterson.
NAU just needs to keep chipping away at that lead. Getting ground balls like this. Ooh.
Mastro couldn't come up with the ground ball. Great play to knock it into the box there. And
Oloet luckily able to sneak through and grab it for him. Now NAU just settling down, getting their offensive personnel on. Going to continue to chip away at this lead that San Marcos has built up.
NAU's in a 2-1-3 right now. Got a pick coming. San Marcos looks to double Mastro while he moves. They move the ball. Good ball movement. Peterson was looking for Zimmerman across the crease there. Bertoli does a great job getting a stick out in the way, knocking the ball out. San Marcos able to come up with the ground ball. They get the ball to Holman in the middle of the field.
As you can see with this ride, they're just really congesting the midfield. As soon as the pass is made, they're on top of them. But San Marcos does a good job getting that spacing, get a touch and settle down.
So we've got Cunningham coming to his left here.
And with Cunningham, since the first period he took that hit and was down for a bit, he hasn't really dodged to score. He's dodged to create and then feed. So, I mean, you got to send a slide to him, but I'd be a little bit hesitant sliding as early. And you got to make sure that 2 slide is in on the backside, especially against Cunningham.
Exactly. Here's Holman.
Great save.
Don is right. Yeah. Great save by Beryl there for his 4th of the game. I think that's his 3rd save this quarter. Looking at the ball to Mastro. He's just got a couple of attackmen to beat here. We got S area with the ball at X. Move the ball up to Belshin. Move it over to Olette, who's got plenty of space. Dodge.
Outside.
I think we're going to have interference here on Olette. Fortunately, got a foot on the goalie's stick there. Move the ball to Bortoli.
San Marcos might have an opportunity if they push. Ooh. Couldn't come up with the ground ball right off the bat.
Good ground ball by Takanui there.
Got about 2 minutes left. San Marcos probably looking to slow it down, get their offensive settled.
Got a 4-goal game with 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. San Marcos leads 10-6. Donato carrying the ball, moving it down to Troud, moves it back to Alexander. Get a pick coming out from Jenkin there. Can't get his feet set before Cunningham draws his man into him. It'll be NAU's ball.
Great communication by Merchant there, directing the middies to get spacing, make an easy pass on the clear.
Yeah, Marchand does a great job there of drawing that attackman towards him so the midfielder can just step over for the easy pass. With offsides or too many men on that one. And another mental mistake that gives the ball back to San Marcos.
San Marcos has a man wide open on the crease. And now he's pulling out. Trout doing a good job getting open.
Got 25 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. San Marcos will look to hold the ball here.
It's probably going to be a dodge from Cunningham at X. You got to have the 2 slide in on the backside.
Some heavy checks from Remington Brown there.
And there it is. You send the 1st slide, that 2 slide needs to be in on the backside. Jenkins does a great job finding the open space, getting the feed from Cunningham, and finishing point blank range.
That is Jenkins' 1st of the day. Let's take a look at the replay.
And there's Jenkins on the right side. You'll see his man slides and he opens up.
We've got 6 seconds left here.
And at the end of the third period, we have 11 San Marcos to Northern Arizona's 6. And we're going to step away from a moment to hear a word from our sponsors.
Life is about moments. If you fight, I fight. If I fight, we fight.
You be there and watch what I do when the bell rings.
Do you have that real look in your eye that when you look at yourself in the mirror, you can ask yourself this question: did I give everything I got? Did I lay it all on the line? Or am I cheating myself?
What you say, Quaid?
See ya!
Right at it. Oh! He's done it again!
So whatever you're gonna do, claim it. Leave your mark on this world.
Welcome back to the start of the fourth quarter of the D2 semifinal game presented by Harvest Small Business Finance. As we get ready to start the fourth quarter, San Marcos leads Northern Arizona 11-6. I think the difference this game has been Holman at the faceoff stripe. He's won 13 faceoffs today compared to NAU's 5, giving him extra possessions that they're able to take advantage of. Here we go, we get a
push on Holman. NAU retains possession.
Okay, so if you're NAU, if you're Coach Conrad, what are you telling your team during that last break between quarters?
I think the first thing is just tell everyone to take a breath. You know, it is a five goal game. Oh, you just got to do things like that. It's a 5-goal game, but give it to your playmakers and let them take it to the hole and chip away at that lead, just how Zimmerman did right there. We'll take a look at the replay and just show Zimmerman's ISO from X.
Great dodge. He gets a step on his guy and is able to get the shot off.
Absolutely. Just maintain your composure. You know, it's only a 4-goal game. You know, you just chip away, chip away, chip away. Gotta start winning on these faceoffs. So you gotta negate Holman's ability to get these possessions.
And that was Zimmerman's third of the game. Mastro wins the faceoff. I think he gets the pass off before the ball is actually settled in his stick, and it kind of sails on him there.
Yeah. Just got to settle that down. You know, no need for a skip pass or a long pass across the field. Just settle it down, get it to your offense, and get in your set 6-on-6, and let your playmakers make the plays.
Okay. Holman, just a one-man clearing machine today. Carries the ball over, gets the touch. If I'm Coach Conrad, I'm telling my team, we've got 15 minutes left in the season. We've got a handful of important seniors out there, and number 3 Zimmerman, and Cody Essery down there at attack with him. Sean Mastro, their do-it-all midfielder, and then defensively, Peterson and Barrel are both seniors. Comes down to it, this could be their last 15 minutes of organized lacrosse. Telling the team to sell out for those guys. They can buy themselves an extra game tomorrow.
Absolutely, and those guys are really the heartbeat of that team. So, they're up there. I'm sure they're getting their squad motivated on the side. 15 minutes, give it all you got. Try and do what you can to get this W.
Got a pick at X. Yeah, that one's a tough one to watch. There's guys setting a pick at X, but no one on him.
Cunningham is just so talented. It's hard to press that far out.
He runs all the way from the back corner. We get Jenkins setting a pick for him, and the guy who's covering Jenkins is on the crease, tries to slide out, and looks like he slips and falls a little bit there and just can't get there in time. That is Cunningham's 5th of the day. I think he's had a hand in a handful of others too. Master is able to win the ball backwards. It's a good ground ball by Trevor Kwan there. Move the ball to Mastro. Touches it up. Interesting fact, Mastro's got a brother who plays for UCSD, who's playing in the second game this afternoon.
Both guys very talented.
Both on the all-conference team this year. Got Zimmerman dodging.
Ooh, looks like he put his hand in the crease.
That's a tough one. Zimmerman's fighting hard to get the ball back here. Mastro's on Holman. There we go again. Holman, the one-man clearing machine. Move it down to Jones. Able to beat the defense to the middle. And that is Jones's 3rd goal of the game.
It all goes back to transition. Quick turnover on NAU's end. You've got to get the defense back in the hole. Here comes the replay. You've got to drop down, stop the ball.
Holman does a great job clearing, moving it down, and you can see everyone's just
up at the restraining box, and that attack comes down 10 yards outside the goal. You got to drop down and stop the ball, make them at least make a nice pass.
Jones is able to get underneath the defense there. We've got a pull back on the face-off for NAU. Does a good job tying Holman up. Holman's able to come up the ground ball. San Marcos possessing the ball, moving around. They're in no hurry. We've got just about 11 minutes left, and they've got a 6-goal lead.
They definitely have a high-powered offense, but they've got high IQs as well. Just sitting around, not throwing the ball away, just getting a touch, looking for a good look, and then finally making your opportunity happen.
I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see a dodge soon. I wouldn't be surprised to see a shot clock thrown on. NAU's doing it. Here we go. Shot clock is on. So San Marcos has 30 seconds to get a shot on cage. That's either a goal or a save by the goalie. It's a good check by Trevor Kwan there to knock the ball out. Traub's able to pick it up and move it to Jones. It looks like San Marcos will just take this opportunity to
shot clock violation, which NAU has now the right to clear it. Easy. Should have been an easy clear as San Marcos is transitioning. Now key here is drop down, get in the hole, stop the ball.
That was Marchand trying to move the ball to Troy Urzaquaya there. Got a big hit, and Jenkins is down.
Looks like Jenkins was hit as he released the pass.
We've got a... They stopped the play because Jenkins was down, so he's got to get off the field. I think you can hear the San Marcos parents aren't too happy with what transpired there. So it'll stay San Marcos' ball here. Holman's got the ball.
Good news, Jenkins subbed off and is right back on the field, so glad to see he's okay out there.
Yeah, so if you notice, we got Remington Brown out there kind of shutting Alexander Cunningham.
And he was picking up the intensity in terms of looking for takeaways. They got to be more aggressive, but that really opens you up on the backside to easy shots or easy looks.
Holman carries behind the cage, looks to feed the crease. Jenkins is able to run the ball down there. That's Jonathan Donato with the shot. We got Cunningham with the ball. And we've got Tanner Halpert in the crease. We should give the ball to Northern Arizona. We've got a flag for delay of game here. I think that was Donato rolling the ball back. Can't do that. You just got to set the ball down, let the other team pick it up.
We'll go over to the sideline with the official instructions.
Woo! 2-1. Delay game. 30 seconds. Woo! 2-1. Delay. 30.
And as Matt called, delay of game, so it'll be 30 seconds man down. Let's see if NAU can make something happen here and chip away at that lead again.
Yeah, they're down by 6 with 9 minutes to go. This will be a great time to get one here, build a little momentum, see if they can feed off of that. Yeah, but again, they haven't had a whole lot of possession this quarter or this half. I think that was Olette with the shot there, backed up by Zimmerman. Zimmerman looks to feed it over to Essary.
Penalties released.
Essary is playing the ball while out of bounds, and that will be San Marcos' ball. San Marcos gets the ball to a short stick behind. Yeah, really, he's just got a couple of attackmen to beat.
Ooh, is NAU offsides?
NAU is offsides. That was Lars Peterson offsides there by about 5 yards. Kind of delayed flag there.
Now they're dropping the 7th guy in.
Peterson knocks Jenkins down off ball.
Looked like an offsides with possession, but we'll go to the ref and the score table.
Not sure what killed that there.
White, 1-1, offsides, 30 seconds.
Wait, what happened?
White, 1-1, offsides, 30. Conduct on blue kills the play to assess the penalty.
All right, there we go. Conduct on blue that kills their advantage. Yeah, that's a frustrating one from Northern Arizona. I understand it can be difficult playing on fields with a bunch of lines, but as you can see, the 50, the midline, one of the only yellow lines out there.
Especially being an attackman, number 11, you know, you only really cost a 50 if you have an explicit direction with the middies communication. He's hanging out by the 45, so just a mental lapse. Put San Marcos up 6-5 on the man up.
San Marcos in a 3-3 here. Got Cunningham sneaking behind again.
They're going to wheel it around.
Ooh, that is Jones stepping in, letting it go from 13, 14 yards up there.
And I think that's Cunningham's assist on that as well, with him not even touching the ball. The defense is shying off, trying to cover him. Earlier in the game, they had 2 more passes down to him on the crease. Nobody stepped up to stop the ball, and here's a replay.
Let's take a look at Jones's 4th goal of the game.
As Jones gets it up top, nobody stops him. They're all looking at Cunningham on the backside. He's able to bury it from 15 yards out. Great placement, great shot.
Holman wins another one to himself. NAU does a great job of checking the ball out of his stick. Coming up with possession.
Great job there by Marchin, getting that ground ball and clearing it.
There's Mastro. Going to see a hold at some point. So down by 7 with about 7 minutes to go. And I think it's definitely time for NAU to start pressing out.
Great trail check. It looked like NAU had actually been playing a man down there.
Yeah, little slow to get a man out there. I think we've got San Marcos in the crease, which will be NAU's ball. They pick it up and get the quick whistle. All right, we've got about 6:10 to go. NAU is down by 7. And with the way that Holman has been, I guess you could say, dominating at the face-off, NAU can't afford to sit back here. They've got to start pressing. I'm not sure a shot from 15 yards is the one you want to take there, but you can't score unless you shoot.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, this defense has been playing really well. Beat down a couple ISOs earlier, then they've really locked it down into their set 6-on-6.
Zimmerman with the ball. San Marcos sends a slide. The quick double is able to knock the ball out. Takanui coming up with the ground ball, moves it up to Donato. And we've got a slow break here. Belshin playing defense. Jones is able to carry it in, get underneath the defense. We've got a timeout by San Marcos. It's a good timeout by Coach Hicks there to retain possession. With 5:04 remaining in the game, San Marcos leads 14-7.
And we'll take a step away for a moment for a word from our sponsors.
Life is about moments. If you fight, I fight. If I fight, we fight.
You be there and watch what I do when the bell rings.
Do you have that real look in your eye that when you look at yourself in the mirror, you can ask yourself this question: did I give everything I got? Did I lay it all on the line? Or am I cheating myself?
What you say, Quaid?
See ya! whatever you're going to do, claim it. Leave your mark on this world.
And we're back from timeout with 5:04 left. We've got San Marcos up 14-7, excuse me. Back from our sponsors with Harvest Small Business Finance. And Matt, coming out of that timeout with 5 minutes left at Northern Arizona, you're down by 7. What do you really tell your team in this situation?
5 minutes down by 7. I'm telling my guys to sell out. There's short time. You need a turnover. You need the ball back. I wouldn't be surprised if they start pulling their goalie out. 5 minutes, leave it all out on the field.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you're kind of in desperation mode. Look how far out they're playing. You're hoping if you can't get the turnover, you at least get the shot clock on and try to get a turnover that way.
Mm-hmm. Jones is able to get underneath his man, get a ground ball in the crease.
Just like we said, you pressure out, you get that turnover. Now they got to clear it, which
picked up by Trevor Kwan there, who moves it to that Marchand. That is Remington Brown. Now with about 4:15 left, you got to dodge right away.
You got to try and get it to your playmakers or a mismatch. You don't have much time to really, get a set offense going or get your set plays running.
Yeah, I'm looking to get the ball to Mastro or Zimmerman here. Ooh. It's a good take by Ty Silva there, off the crossbar. We've got Mastro picking the ball up off the shot. Gets a pick, gets to the middle, gets a shot off. Got S-Area picking the ball up on the end line. Down to 3:30 left. Ty Silva dodging, looking to. Guess that was a shot.
Yep. Zimmerman from behind there, first team all conference tackling. Let's see what he does if he takes to the cage or tries to create. Good find on the crease.
Finds Silva. Silva gets a shot off. Okay. Could we get a replay on that one? See what happened there. Yeah. Let's see. Zimmerman dodges to his right, feeds Silva. I think they called a slash there, so NAU will be one man up for a minute. See if they can take advantage of this and get another one here.
Running an open set right here.
They just got a
crease wide open.
Zimmerman with another shot off the pipe. Ty Silva with the big push there. Lars Peterson picking up the ground ball, moves it up to Mastro.
Got to get back in your.
Mastro's double right now. They realize they're man up. You got two men on you. Got two guys open out there somewhere.
Let's get back in your set. Open. They forgot about Zimmerman at X, and he was able to cut in.
Wow. It's a pretty low angle shot by Peterson there.
Great position, put in that top corner.
Not sure Bertoli was ready for that one. And that is Peterson's third of the game. Oh, that does a good job making sure the ball doesn't go over. Nice finish by Peterson there. So we got a timeout by Northern Arizona here. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back to you with 2:23 left in the game. right, we're back. NAU is able to win the face-off. Score is 14-8 with about 2:15 left in the game. NAU's got to press here. It's a good take by Zimmerman. Got Peterson with the backup. Zimmerman's behind, got his man hung up.
Good save.
Belsham takes a great dodge there, able to get inside, gets the stick in his left hand. I think that was a save off the goalie's face there. And he's able to retain possession, chasing the ball down. Got Zimmerman dodging with a shot, and that is going to be Northern Arizona's ball. If they pick it up quickly, they can take advantage of the goalie being out of the cage.
Ooh, that's high.
That is, yeah. I think NAU will be up, man up for the rest of the game. I think that'll be 2 minutes to the head. I think that'll be locked in. Let's see what the officials say here.
There's 2 flags down, or 3 flags. Ooh, 4 flags. Let's see what this call is. Bring it over to the refs.
That is on Wyatt Miller from San Marcos.
Cross check, 2 minutes. Oh, to that, not releasable.
Okay, so since
you're
He's
locked. Second penalty, blue 6, unsportsmanlike conduct.
So we actually have
3 minutes. They need another guy out. Down for the rest of the game.
So we actually have 2 penalties on Wyatt Miller there. We have 2 minutes for a cross check to the head, which is unreleasable, followed up by a minute unsportsmanlike conduct, which is also unreleasable. He's got 3 minutes in penalties. Won't make too much of a difference, seeing as how there's 1:25 left in the game, but NAU will be man up for the rest of the game. They're able to capitalize quickly. That is Mastro to Zimmerman there. That is Zimmerman's 4th of the game.
And with a cross check, the penalty is not released on a goal, so they are still man down for the remainder of this game.
We heard the officials say that was unreleasable.
Here's a replay of the man in the box.
During that last time out, we were able to hear a little bit, Northern Arizona, they're still fired up. They're still fighting. They're still believe they have a chance here. San Marcos was saying if they get possession, they're just looking to get the ball behind, underneath GLE. It's another face-off win by Mastro there. He's able to get to the middle. He finds Hugo Casey. And that's a big save by Bertoli. Brent Marchand coming up with the ball. NAU still has both timeouts if they need to. They can use one when they get in the box. Set something up. Time NAU, I might use a timeout here so we can draw something up with 37 seconds left. There we go. That is Peterson's 4th of the game. That was Peterson from Hugo Casey.
And there you've got a quick restart at X. Defense not calling out their men. You have a guy wide open on the crease.
Here's the replay of that one.
So ball goes out of bounds. Defense is slow to get their men.
Yes, we do have quick restarts in this game.
NAU just called their final timeout, as Matt was alluding to that he would do. We'll step away for a second from a word from our sponsors.
I'm Eric Law. I went to the University of Denver and I played professional lacrosse for the Denver Outlaws. These gloves are the Command Pro 2s. I really like them. They're extremely comfortable when you put them on. They almost feel like you don't have anything on. I really love the low profile cuff that we have here and kind of the floating one they have for some extra protection. Great flexibility and breathability at the top of the glove. And then the palms, it's just so smooth. Once you put it on the stick, it feels like it's just your natural hand right on the stick.
All right, coming back with 36 seconds left in the game. Never want to say never. I think it'll be pretty difficult to score 4 goals in 36 seconds. We did see both these teams score within 8 seconds off the face-off earlier today. We had Zimmerman up on a wing, who got the ground ball, moves it over to Mastro. Mastro rips a shot. Good save by Bertoli. Zimmerman picks the ball up, and we've got...
Looks like Ben Wilkins is down for San Marcos. While the trainer attends to him, we will take a minute to hear a word from our sponsors.
Life is about moments.
If you fight, I fight. If I fight, we fight.
You be there and watch what I do when the bell rings. Do you have that real look in your eye that when you look at yourself in the mirror, you can ask yourself this question: did I give everything I got? Did I lay it all on the line? Or am I cheating myself?
What you say, Quaid? See ya! Right at it. Oh! He's done it again!
So whatever you're gonna do, claim it. Leave your mark on this world.
My name is Pat Young. I started my college career at University of Maryland, Baltimore County and finished up at University of Maryland, College Park. I currently play for the Ohio Machine. The shaft is the Meso, and obviously when you look at it, it's got a really sleek look to it. Black on black, it's pretty smooth. Feel it, it's not too rigid, got a little bit of a grit to it. It's very durable, but it's pretty light. It's got a little bit of a flex to it, so it puts a little bit more on your shot. UA Meso Composite, balanced, battle tested. My name is Pat Young. I started my college career at University of Maryland, Baltimore County and finished up at University of Maryland, College Park. I currently play for the Ohio Machine. This is the Under Armour Banshee. It's the mid-level lacrosse cleat. What I like about it is it's got a low cleat feel, but with the protection of a mid to high cleat. I'm usually a guy who likes to protect my ankles, but I don't like to lose the mobility and feel like I'm wearing a heavy cleat. UA Banshee, untouchable, unstoppable. My name is Pat Young. I started my college career at University of Maryland, Baltimore County and finished up at University of Maryland, College Park. I currently play for the Ohio Machine. The shaft is the Meso, and obviously when you look at it, it's got a really sleek look to it. Black on black is pretty smooth. Feel it, it's not too rigid, got a little bit of a grit to it. It's very durable, but it's pretty light. It's got a little bit of a flex to it, so it puts a little bit more on your shot. UA Meso Composite, balanced, battle tested.
Life is about moments.
If you fight, I fight. If I fight, we fight.
You be there and watch what I do when the bell rings. Do you have that real look in your eye that when you look at yourself in the mirror, you can ask yourself this question: did I give everything I got? Did I lay it all on the line? Or am I cheating myself?
What you say, Quaid? See ya! Right at it, right at it. Oh! He's done it again!
So whatever you're gonna do, claim it. Leave your mark on this world.
Welcome back. Just want to give you a quick update. That is...
Ben Wilkins is still down, unfortunately. The medical staff is looking to him. He looks like he is moving, but still waiting on a prognosis and for him to be taken off the field. We've got about 19 seconds left, so it's a real shame, having an injury this late in the game. It scores 14-10 in favor of San Marcos.
Yeah, I think we do have an ambulance coming. At least I think I heard an ambulance. That is his family out there with him. He's a graduate of La Costa Canyon High School.
And coming up after this game will be the other semifinal matchup within D2 for the SLC. That'll entail Fullerton going up against UCSD.
Yeah, so we'll head back to commercial. We'll be back shortly to update you.
My My name is Pat Young. I started my college career at University of Maryland, Baltimore County and finished up at University of Maryland, College Park. I currently play for the Ohio Machine. This is the Under Armour Banshee. It's the mid-level lacrosse cleat. What I like about it is it's got a low cleat feel, but with the protection of a mid to high cleat. I'm usually a guy who likes to protect my ankles, but I don't like to lose the mobility and feel like I'm wearing a heavy cleat. UA Banshee, untouchable, unstoppable. My name is Pat Young. I started my college career at University of Maryland, Baltimore County and finished up at University of Maryland, College Park. I currently play for the Ohio Machine. The shaft is the Meso, and obviously when you look at it, it's got a really sleek look to it. Black on black is pretty smooth. Feel it, it's not too rigid, got a little bit of a grit to it. It's very durable, but it's pretty light. It's got a little bit of a flex to it, so it puts a little bit more on your shot. UA Meso Composite, balanced, battle tested. My name is Pat Young. I started my college career at
Alright, Ben Wilkins is still down. We've got an ambulance and some medical attention here. We'll be jumping to our halftime video. We'll be back as soon as he's taken care of to show you the remaining 19 seconds in the game.
As long as I can remember, lacrosse was probably the most important thing in my life.
To have something like that follow me along all the way through my college and have it associated with my friends and my family and everything that I've done is what it kind of means to me.
I've seen it create opportunity for a ton of different guys, and the opportunities it's created for me to see success and to learn.
It really teaches you hard work, dedication.
You know, it's something that I want to keep with me.
All right, guys, let's have a good time today.
Possession!
When my priorities started to change and lacrosse couldn't be as big a part of my life as it had been, I found that officiating was a way for me to stay involved with the game, but it provided a lot of flexibility in me setting my own schedule, but I could still be around the game.
It's another step and it's another segue to still staying involved and also having that balance, because, you know, it's hard having that work-life balance. And where officiating, I can do that on the weekend, I can do that after my work. And it's still giving me that, I guess, camaraderie as well. That's certainly what I miss.
I literally thought I was just going to be officiating for 1 year. That was my goal. Referee for 1 year and then get into coaching and stay involved in the game that way. The second I put on the stripes, fell in love with it. Absolutely loved every aspect of it. The demands, the challenges, trying to be the best out there every single game.
Officiating is something that has been a great outlet for me. Post-college and during college, I was able to make a little money on the side while getting to stay involved in the game in a different aspect than playing. And I think for girls our age or boys coming out of college, this is a perfect outlet to stay involved.
Officiating definitely translates to all aspects of my life. I've met great guys that I'm able to kind of emulate, and you gain a lot of information from those guys. And also the in-game stuff, you know, problem solving, being confident, communicating through a kind of stressful time are all things that you can translate to your daily life.
Being able to say, okay, well, I can take the opportunities and the lessons that I've learned on the lacrosse field, and I'm not scared of anything, and I'm not afraid to voice my own opinions, and really kind of stand up for myself in a way that's non-confrontational but still very authoritative, I think is a huge advantage as an official.
I think officiating has taught me that there's things that are bigger than yourself. And the best part about officiating, when you feel like you've done a good job and other people have said you've done a good job, is you only get involved when you have to. You're there to officiate the game, you're there to enforce the rules, interpret the rules, and the less visible you are, the better.
You know, even if we're not instructing the players, what we do and say out on the field is helping those players to develop and become better.
You really get to keep that connection with the sport. You get to make connections with the players, with the coaches, and with the fans. It makes it a lot of fun being able to be in the game and still be a part of the game by being an official.
Thanks, buddy. Good job.
Being like one of these first few younger officials, I think that we can definitely start a trend, and I think if there's anything I can say, or maybe just one little thing that can help more people get involved, I feel like I can definitely make an impact that way.
You feel the intensity of the game, you're a part of the game, and that gives you a chance to still, even though you're not playing, be a part of something special. I think, you know, when you go through this and you start getting bigger playoff games and you're starting to do things, you're part of something.
So one of my favorite officiating moments was after a game and a parent approached us and just congratulated us on doing a great job and that they really appreciate our time. So that's always a positive thing when, regardless of win or lose, you have parents that can say, whether my child won or lost, we feel like you refereed a fair game.
Big games, the roar of the crowd, the anticipation, getting ready in the locker room, getting my things together at home, kind of thinking about what's going on. The feeling, there's a feeling there that I really enjoyed as a player, knowing a big game was coming. And officiating has done that for me again.
I think our players have such a love and passion for the game, and so once they graduate, for them to be able to move on and give back as an official, help to grow the game, help to influence young people, I think that's a wonderful thing for them to do as they go into their adult life.
As our sport grows, there is a lack of officials out there, and it just gives players at all levels more of an opportunity to play, and to play in an environment that is officiated by players that have played the game allows for those young players to play at their best.
The speed of our game has increased tremendously, and so I think it's really important that our officials hold themselves to that same level, and having younger officials come into the game, people who have played at that fast pace, and can make decisions at that fast pace and be physically fit will help our game continue to grow and continue to rise up.
The benefits really are just a deeper understanding of the sport, a whole nother side of it. For the most part, our student athletes are very smart individuals, and I think we all have a passion for learning, so you get to learn something completely different and new.
Officiating is your way to stay involved. It is incredible experience. You're running up the field with the girls. You feel like you are still a player. You get to meet an incredible community of other officials who have a good time, are there for the same reason you are, and you feel like you're on a team again.
You got to get into this. This is a great way to get out, get active, to give back to the sport that's given so much to you. You get to make great money, you get to meet really nice people, and have a good time.
It's definitely a cool unit to be a part of, and it's something that you can do for the rest of your life.
As long as I can remember, lacrosse was probably the most important thing in my life.
To have something like that follow me along all the way through my college and have it associated with my friends and my family and everything that I've done is what it kind of means to me.
I've seen it create opportunity for a ton of different guys, and the opportunities it's created for me to see success and to learn.
It really teaches you hard work, dedication.
It's something that I want to keep with me.
All right, guys, let's have a good time today. Possession!
When my priorities started to change and lacrosse couldn't be as big a part of my life as it had been, I found that officiating was a way for me to stay involved with the game, but it provided a lot of flexibility in me setting my own schedule, but I could still be around the game.
It's another step and it's another segue to still staying involved and also having that balance because, it's hard having that work-life balance. And where officiating, I can do that on the weekend. I can do that after my work. And it's still giving me that, I guess, camaraderie as well. That's certainly what I miss.
I literally thought I was just going to be officiating for 1 year. That was my goal. Referee for 1 year and then get into coaching and stay involved in the game that way. The second I put on the stripes, fell in love with it. Absolutely loved every aspect of it. The demands, the challenges, trying to be the best out there every single game.
Officiating is something that has been a great outlet for me. Post-college and during college, I was able to make a little money on the side while getting to stay involved in the game in a different aspect than playing. And I think for girls our age or boys coming out of college, this is a perfect outlet to stay involved.
Officiating definitely translates to all aspects of my life. I've met great guys that I'm able to kind of emulate, and you gain a lot of information from those guys. And also the in-game stuff, problem solving, being confident, communicating through a kind of stressful time are all things that you can translate to your daily life.
Being able to say, okay, well, I can take the opportunities and the lessons that I've learned on the lacrosse field, and I'm not scared of anything, and I'm not afraid to voice my own opinions, and really kind of stand up for myself in a way that's non-confrontational but still very authoritative, I think is a huge effect.
Welcome back. We've got 19 seconds left. NAU a man up. That is Peterson with his 5th of the game from Zimmerman. It's a 3-goal game with 15 seconds to go.
And we apologize for the delay. Ben Wilkins was taken off the field by emergency personnel. Wishes to him. He speculated on the severity of the injury, but it looked like upper right body. So well wishes to him and his team.
Guess the good news is there that it doesn't look like it was anything life-threatening.
Yeah, he was high-fiving all of his teammates with his left hand on the way out. They gave him a big standing cheer from the sideline, and all the fans gave him a standing ovation. So, well wishes to them. Looks like, barring anything crazy, they're going to be playing the winner of the game that's coming up shortly after this tomorrow.
Holman jumps early there, giving NAU the ball. Mastro gives it to Peterson. Peterson with a shot. Bertoli with the save. NAU got the timeout before Peterson got the shot off.
So it's a 3-goal game with 9 seconds left.
I think it's probably safe to call this one at this point. You never know what'll happen, but 3 goals in 9 seconds is pretty difficult. I think NAU will see if they can get another one here. So what are your thoughts on the game? If you had to give out a game ball.
I mean, I think you got to give 2 game balls. One to Alex Cunningham for just his offensive prowess, and then another game ball to Ian Holman, winning all those face-offs. Getting those possessions is crucial. It really wears out the defense on the other end, and once the ball then gets on your end on defense, the other team's offense gets a little happy feet, gets excited, might make some poor decisions. So those 2 are my 2 MVPs of the game.
I agree with you on that one. I think Coleman won 5 more face-offs than NAU did today, giving them an extra 5 possessions, and we're down to 9 minutes left here, and it's a 3-goal game.
9 seconds, and then I just want to call out, if we don't remember, we're actually man down from the penalty that happened before the injury for the remainder of the game. Cross-check and a conduct, both unreleasable.
So NAU has to start with the ball outside the box here. That's why Max Ouellette is standing out by the 30 there. They're looking to move the ball around pretty quickly here. Get a shot off.
And who else but Holman comes with that loose ball, then just throws it down.
And that'll be the game.
As San Marcos celebrates. But good effort from NAU as well. They really played a really really hard-fought game, and came out strong. But San Marcos at the end, just too much firepower on offense.
Yeah, like you said, it was Cunningham and Holman were the difference makers today. Holman winning the face-offs, getting the ball to Cunningham, who's finished the day with 5 goals, handful of assists in there. Let's see why he's the SLC Offensive Player of the Year.
With San Marcos, they only are graduating 3 seniors. So, they're going to have a strong core coming back, not only finishing out this year, but coming back next year. They've got a good base to build on. We know those 3 seniors, one of them being Ian Holman, the kid we called out, who's played exceptional today. I'm sure he's going to be hyping up his team tomorrow in the SLC Finals.
Yeah, so the 3 seniors that they'll be graduating are Ian Holman, Brandon Bowens, and Austin Jenkin, who are all big-time contributors for San Marcos.
I'm sorry, I actually missed one more, Tanner Halpert. So there are 4 graduating seniors. My apologies.
All 4 contributors out there. So we've got San Marcos will face the winner of the Fullerton UCSD game, which is coming up after this. And it's a quick turnaround. San Marcos kind of has to put that late injury in the game behind them. I'm sure they'll hear from their teammate later today, and I think he'll end up being okay. I'd say that's definitely a season-ending injury.
Good news though, he's still a freshman, so he's got a few years left of eligibility to come back next season, strong and build upon what he had this year.
Yeah, you hate to see a guy end his season like that.
And luckily we had a lacrosse field on the other side of this field, so UCSD and Fullerton were able to get some solid workouts in as well, get ready. They'll do a modified warm-up here, and we'll get into the next game shortly.
Let's see. I think we'll be going in about 10 minutes here. We'll be coming back with the next game. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back in a few minutes.
I'm Eric Baugh. I went to the University of Denver, and I played professional lacrosse for the Denver Outlaws. This is the UA Command 2.0. I really like the new design of the thinner scoop at the top to help with ground balls, and the same thing in the back with the flare to help with ground balls as well. The pocket, it forms just a nice, easy pocket right in the middle. I also love how light it is. We've been in the sun all day. It still doesn't get that soupy, bendy feeling. Also, what I really like the new addition of is the side rail pockets for the shooters, which doesn't go right in there, which I think is a brilliant design.